I'll write the format first. Particulars, rupees column, particulars, rupees column. The heading should be computation of income from profession. I'm not able to elaborately big letters for the assessment year 2021. First will be professional income. Write in capital letters, underline that professional income. Okay, so tell me what are the things which comes under
The consultation fees.
consultation. Right. Consultation fees. Okay. So write consultation fees in the professional income heading under that. Then next, what's the next one?
Gifts from clients.
Yes, very good. So you should write there gifts from clients. Okay, so what is the value of consultation fees? Amount is consultation fees. What is the amount?
2,50,000.
Consultation fees. Write in inner column as 2,50,000. And next is gift from clients. Gift from clients. Amount is 20,000. Okay. What about others? Others also has to tell me. Not only.
So gifts from father-in-law.
Can you?
That won't be included.
Can you write the gift from father-in-law?
No, sir.
The professional income? Yes or no?
No, sir.
No, so we will not write that. We'll write that. We don't write the gifts from father-in-law. These are professional income concerned with the profession. That's a personal. Gifts from father-in-law, that's a personal. Personal, we don't enter that. We enter which are income which is allowed. The income which is allowed. We don't enter gifts from father-in-law. Personal. Next one.
Appellate tribunal.
Can you enter that? Guesswork, I'm saying, asking you guesswork. Can you enter? Is it a professional income?
Yeah, tribunal is like a law. Yeah, I guess.
Yes or no? Yes. What is mean by appellate tribunal appearance? Can you? Anyone?
So tribunal means like a court or judgment which is which is settled outside the court.
Very good. He appeared as a judge. He will get some fees. Appellate tribunal appearance. Not writing clearly. Please forgive me. Board is very small. Have to 12,000. Next. Next. Always Avinash is saying. Nobody is saying anything. Next. What is next one? Next income.
Drafting for memorandum of association.
Okay. Can you enter that? Is it a professional income?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Very good. You know what is memorandum of association, articles of association? fees for drafting. I'm writing in short form MOA, Memorandum of Association. Okay. 10,000. Okay. Anything is there? Nothing. Okay. Anything is there? Nothing is there. No such income is there or receipt side. Total is, what is the total of the inner column? You total it. So total of inner column will be so 250 plus 20 plus 12 plus 10. 270, 282, 292,000. Write the final total in the outer column. 292,000 is the outer column total. Now, then what you have to do? Less
Yes, sir.
professional expenses. Professional expenses. You have to see the other information also. Don't forget to see adjustments, other words.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Don't neglect to see adjustments. Now come back.
Office
Next,
rent.
Office
payment.
rent, sir. Office rent.
Office rent. So we have to enter because it is a professional expenses. Office rent 25,000. Office rent 25,000. Office rent inner column 25,000. Next,
Type into article clients.
is it expenditure? Professional expenditure? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, very good. Stipend to article clerks. Stipend to article clerks
20,000.
Next,
Books purchased.
now books purchase cannot be allowed as expenditure because it is a capital expenditure, but in the adjustment, even if it is said or not said, you can claim depreciation. You can claim depreciation at the rate of 40%. It is by default. On books, only on books. On books, you can claim depreciation at the rate of 40%. Okay, so purchase of books is not allowed as professional expenditure because it is a capital expenditure. We will enter only revenue expenditure. Hence, we will allow depreciation on books. So here only we can enter depreciation on books. It is there given in the adjustment. Even if it is not given, you have to calculate on books at the rate of 40%. This is standard percentage, fixed percentage on books. I am saying. Okay, depreciation on books at the rate of 40%. So that is equal to
1,600.
what is the book value? 18,000. On 18,000, 40%.
7,200.
7,200. 40%. 7,200 or 7,200. Next. Next. Next expenditure. What is the next item given on the payments?
Donation.
Donation budget.
Can you allow donation? No.
No, sir.
Donation cannot be allowed. We also did not allow income from business also. No donation is allowed. Next.
Professional tax.
Can you allow professional tax?
No, sir.
He's a chartered accountant. He's a profession. He has to pay tax. Is it not concerned with his expenses, professional expenses? It is not concerned. Okay. It is not his personal. It is related to his profession. Is paying his profession tax. Remember, except income tax. except income tax, all taxes are business expenditure or professional expenditure. You read the chart. I given posted the material, different chart for different group of people. So that is professional expenses, profession tax. The word says profession means belongs to professional expenses, profession tax. Okay. What is the amount here? 2,000. Except income tax, all taxes like GST or sales tax or excise duty or value added tax, it is allowed as business or professional expenditure, except income tax. And you can also allow profession tax as a professional expenditure. Okay. So what is the grand total of inner column of the less
54,200.
right? 54,200. 54,200. Subtract from 2,92,000, you will get income from profession. Income from profession. Okay.
It's 2,37,800.
2 lakhs.
2,37,800.
Okay. I think this is bit easy compared to income from business. Then from income from business, you have to take the net profit and net loss. You have to add. There are 2 add sections. Then there are 3 less sections. So what the students will do then? We will do this problem. If they ask in the examination, this or this in the choice, income from business or income profession, both are problems. Then choose only income from profession. And that is very easy. Professional expenses, sorry, income minus professional expenses equal income from profession. This is a bit more easy. Okay. So this is the way how to compute income from profession. Okay. So any doubts you can ask me now. Any doubts are there?
No, sir.
No, sir. Avinash has no doubts. Others have doubts. Others have doubts. Okay. Now, I'll tell you some expenditure. You have to say whether it is a professional expenses or professional income. You have to say that. Okay. Whether it is a professional expenses or professional income. And he is a doctor. He's a doctor. He's a doctor. Okay. I'll say one by one whether it's a professional income or now I'll say income part now. Income part. Okay. So I'll say income part or receipts part or income part. Now, first you have to select whether it is a professional income or not. If it is a professional income, you have to enter here. First, he's a doctor. He's a doctor. He's a doctor by profession. He's a doctor by profession. First income given is consultation fees. What is your decision? Is it a professional income or not?
It is, sir.
Is it a professional income or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So what you have to write? It is a professional income. Hence, we have to enter under the heading professional income. Professional income. Okay. Second, visiting fees. Visiting fees. What is your answer? Visiting fees.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So don't say yes or no. I'm writing yes. You have to explain the reason. Okay. Because of lack of space, I'm writing yes. You have to explain. Yes, it is a professional income. Race winning. Race winning.
No, sir.
No,
Not a
I
professional
know
income.
it is not a professional income. It comes under income from other sources. You have to explain it. Don't say no. Why? Because it comes under income from other sources. Next topic will do income from other sources and capital gain. Income from other sources. Okay. 4. That means the raise spending we should not enter here. Do not enter the raise spending because it is not a professional income. Do not enter, please. You have to enter consultation fees, visiting fees under the category professional income. Next. Share of income of we got income in the share of ancestral house. Ancestral house. Okay, he got the share of income in ancestral house. That means his family house, old family house, they sold the house, they got an income. What is your decision? Is it a professional income or not?
No, sir.
No. Why?
It is the income from. It's not a professional income. Comes from other sources.
Okay, income from other sources. Income from other sources. Okay, I'm writing in short form. Number 5. Profit on sale of shares. Profit on sale of shares. What is the answer? Is it comes professional income or not? Profit on sale of shares.
No, sir.
No, very good. Why? It comes under income from other sources. Okay. Next. Number 6. Dividend on shares. Dividend on shares. What is your decision?
No, sir.
No. It doesn't come under income from profession or income from business. Okay, this is the thing. Next, I'll remove this one. These are incomes where it will be entered either on the income side or on the receipt side. Next is number 7. Interest on post office savings bank. You are getting a interest on post office savings bank. What is your answer? Is it a professional income or not?
No, sir.
No. It is not a professional income. It comes under income from other sources. Okay. All these are here to find out whether it is a professional income or not. Now to come back to expenses. Professional expenses, where it is entered in the expenditure side or payment side. Okay, expenses. First one under expenses. Household expenses. Household expenses. Does it come under professional expenses or not? Household expenses.
No, sir.
No. So it is a personal one. It doesn't come under the household expenses. Now, next very important. Next is given car purchased. Car purchased. Yes, purchase the car. Yes, purchase the car.
Sir, is it a professional income? Expenditure, sorry.
Now tell me, is it a professional expenditure or not? Car purchased.
I guess yes.
Yes, anyone can say car purchased.
Yes, sir.
Car purchased is 30,000. Yes, purchase the cars. Again, repeating. So many problems you have done on this transaction.
Is it a capital expenditure?
Capital expenditure, we should not treat as professional expenditure. But, what is it? Fill up that. But,
Any depreciation?
depreciation. You can claim depreciation. Depreciation on car. Now, if you see the list, that list has posted 2 days back. Different types of assets, different depreciation rates are given. On car, if it is used for professional purpose or business, what is the rate of depreciation? What is the rate of depreciation if it is used for professional or business purpose?
Is it 15%?
15%. Very good, 15%. So 30,000, you have to find out 15% 30,000. It comes to 4,500. This 4,500 can be treated as professional expenditure, not the 30,000. Not the 30,000. Because car purchased, any property purchase is a capital expenditure, except on scientific research. Again, I have given so many notes in the WhatsApp and the Moodle uploaded. So this you cannot enter in the professional expenses. This you can enter. You can claim depreciation on car. Please don't be worried. He will give depreciation rates in the problem, in the adjustment. If the rates are not given, you can assume your own depreciation rate and make a note. I have assumed depreciation this rate on this person, on this property. Okay. So this is, you cannot enter this one in the professional expenditure, where you can enter this one 4,500. Next expenditure is traveling expenses. Traveling expenses, but here written the brackets personal.
Not allowed.
Not allowed. Don't write in professional expenditure. Suppose in the brackets that is not mentioned in the problem, then we have to write, we have to consider as a professional expenditure. You should write in professional expenditure column heading. Okay, since it's given personal, not allowed. Should not enter under professional expenditure. Next, charity and donation. Is it a professional expenditure? Charity or donation? Is it a professional expenditure? Charity and donation. Yes or no? Is it a professional expenditure or not? Is it related to profession or not?
No, sir.
No. So we don't enter even in income from business. So we don't consider as an expenditure. Business expenditure or professional expenditure. Okay. Next. Income tax. Income tax. Income tax is paid on income of the person.
Not allowed, sir.
Not allowed. Not allowed. But profession tax is paid on the profession of the person. Okay, that is allowed. But income tax is paid on income of the person, not the profession. Hence, it is a personal one. Income tax is not considered as a professional expenditure or business expenditure. Okay. Next. Next expenditure. Salaries. Nothing is mentioned, only simply salaries is mentioned. What is your view? What is your decision? Salaries.
Yes, sir.
Yes, the business expenditure. Okay. Next. Gift to daughter. Gift to daughter,
Not allowed.
not allowed. Okay. Even gift to son or gift to father-in-law or gift to daughter is not allowed. Next is establishment expenses. Establishment expenses. What is your decision? Establishment expenses. Is it a
It is
professional?
allowed.
Yes or no? Yes.
Yes.
It is a professional expenditure. It is allowed. Okay. Next. Surgical equipment. Surgical equipment is given the problem.
Yes, sir, allowed.
Okay, please keep in mind. Surgical equipment. Equipment. Surgical equipment. Surgical equipment. We have done the problem in the last class. Surgical
Oh,
equipment.
capital expenditure.
Capital expenditure. But you can claim depreciation. Can you tell me what is the rate of depreciation? What is the rate of
Is it
depreciation
40
charged on?
for,
How much?
is it 40?
Very good. 40% on depreciation on surgical equipment on 4,000 comes to 1,600. So this 4,000 cannot be allowed. This 1,600 is allowed as professional expenditure. Okay, the 4,000 because it is a capital expenditure is not allowed, but you can claim depreciation at the rate of 40%. Okay, sometimes in the problem you may not specify the depreciation rates, but remember at least some of the depreciation. Depreciation on books and surgical equipment is 40%. So don't get confusion. 40% means straight away we can say on books and surgical equipment. Next is life insurance premium. Life insurance premium. What is your answer?
Not allowed.
Not allowed. It's a personal one. Not allowed. Life insurance is taken on the life of the person, not the life of the business or profession. So that is not allowed. And the last one, but not the least, very important. Last one, but not the least. Interest on capital. Interest on capital. This is one expenditure is showing in the books. Okay, and proprietor's salary is showing these two as a professional expenditure. What is your decision as a income tax officer? As an income tax officer, what is your decision? Interest on capital and proprietor's salary. Is claiming, is arguing with you that you please treat as a professional expenditure. What is your? Can you allow them as income tax?
Proprietor salary can be allowed, I guess.
Anyone? This is very important. These two things is saying that these are my professional expenditure. Please allow me to write another professional expenditure. Yes or no? If it is allowed, why? If it is allowed, why? My question is it both are business or profession concerned expenditure?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Anybody says no? Anyone says no? It is not professional concerned expenditure. I'll take 5 more minutes time. It's very important part. So, anyone says no? It says these two are professional expenses, or you say business expenses, professional or business expenses. Avinash say yes. What about others? Somebody can contradict. Somebody can claim that opposite party. Anyone is opposition to that. Anyone is for opposition from that. Both, I say both are not business expenditure or professional expenditure. Both is not allowed. Why? Both are notional expenses. Notional expenses. And you should know what is notional expenses. You might have studied in business economics or management. What is notional expenses? Notional expenses are those expenses where you are not making payment to others. You are not actually making payment to others. Who is paying interest? You are paying interest on capital. Capital is provided to the owner. You are paying interest to the owner. You are paying salary to the owner. Those things are called notional expenses where there is no actual payment to others. Others does not include owner in Income Tax Act 1961. Others do not include owner. Whenever you are making payment to others, not to the owner, those expenses are called normal expenses, revenue expenses. But he is paying to himself. Salary is taking himself. Interest on capital is taking himself. Accounts, we say it is expenditure. But in income tax, these two are not allowed because this is not actually making payment to others or not actually making payment to outsiders. Okay, so these two are not allowed either from business expenditure or professional expenditure. These two cannot be shown as an expenditure or profession or business. So, as income tax officer, you say we will not agree to these as business. So, it will not allow. No question, because these are notional expenses. You are not making payment to others. Okay, so there is slight difference between accounting part and income tax. Okay, accounts we treat as expenditure, interest on capital, but income tax it is not allowed because these are notional expenses. Notional expenses, those expenses are not making payments to others. There are no actual payment making to others. Okay, so these are the things you have to look into while doing any problem, either on income from business or income from profession. We'll continue tomorrow with some more problems here. And next week we'll start depreciation, problems on depreciation. We'll do 2 problems on depreciation. Okay, so I'll take the attendance part. Please read the material. Please log into the Moodle and please check out done problems and upload on the website. So I'll take the attendance part now.